relations between the UK and the EU look like they're getting closer. And we'll have an update on what's going on there and why. Where we all think both sides are going to unveil a new stage in the UK-EU relationship, because British officials and European officials have been beavering away for a couple of months now to deliver Labour's election pledge of a closer relationship with the EU, not replicating membership of the EU, but just shaving off some of the edges of the relationship that resulted after Brexit. And there's a lot of speculation today about what's known in the jargon as youth mobility. Some people call it free movement for young people. It's not really that. It's a scheme that would allow young European citizens to come to the UK and vice versa.
So in the calendar, we are now a handful of weeks away from a UK-EU summit that is happening in the UK next month. And the sort of backstory to that is the government talking about having this quote-unquote reset with the European Union, but up until now a limited amount of sort of meat upon those bones. And then what we've had today is this letter basically talking about closer collaboration on defence, and then some of the things that Labour promised in its manifesto about reducing border checks around our good old friends sanitary and phytosanitary measures. This is all to do with food and meat exports, and then crucially in this context, this idea from these Labour parliamentarians for what they describe as a new and bespoke youth visa scheme for UK and EU citizens aged under 30.
All right, folks, grab your popcorn or maybe a stress ball, because geopolitics just got spicy. The UK and EU, after years of post-Brexit frostiness, are suddenly holding hands? Yep, you heard that right. According to a bombshell leaked draft from Politico, Britain and Brussels are about to sign a major declaration doubling down on free and open trade. And guess who's got them scrambling? Donald Trump. Let's rewind. Trump's back in the White House, slapping 20% tariffs on EU exports and 10% on UK goods. Chaos? Oh, absolutely.
Other nations charge us tremendously higher tariffs than we charge them. It's very unfair. We have been ripped off for decades by nearly every country on earth, and we will not let that happen any longer.
The idea of fairness never involved a comparison of tariff line by tariff line, because there were just so many more issues on the table in thinking about what is a fair deal.
Markets are sweating. Europe's muttering about strategic autonomy, and the UK's caught in the middle like, how do we please everyone? Here's the kicker. While Keir Starmer's government is quietly negotiating with Trump's team for a tariff exemption, they're also cozying up to the EU. This new partnership, it's basically a screw protectionism pact. Think of it as the UK and EU saying, hey world, we're still the adults in the room. Mostly, the leaked draft promises global economic stability through shiny things like renewable energy projects, defense deals for Ukraine, and wait for it, youth visas. Because nothing says strategic partnership like letting students study abroad without paperwork help. But don't be fooled. This isn't just about trade. It's a survival move. Let's talk stakes. If the UK nails this balancing act, they get to dodge Trump's tariffs and rebuild bridges with Europe. But if they fail, cue the trade war sequel nobody asked for, with Europe fragmented, markets panicking, and Putin smirking somewhere. Oh, and Hungary's Orban's already throwing wrenches in EU unity. So, will this UK-EU love fest last? Or will Trump's tariffs blow it all up? Here's the twist. The UK is also chasing a bilateral US trade deal. That's like dating two people who hate each other and hoping nobody finds out. Risky? Absolutely. But desperate times, right? This isn't just about tariffs or treaties. It's about who controls the global. Will it be Trump's America First bulldozer? Or can Europe and the UK actually team up to keep the world from burning? Let me know what you think in the comments. See you in the next video.